So, the Carolina Panthers unveiled their plan for the new stadium, and it's dope. I was on Twitter or X. What do we call that? That was the dumbest. Now, I'm a fan of Elon, but that name change from Twitter to X, I can't see how that came to be through his mind. How you come up with that? Like, how do you even call a post? Why would you call it X? Like, unless you was trying to delete it or make it irrelevant. Like, I love Twitter, but that name, like, what do you call a post? We still haven't figured out what we're going to call a post on X. Do you call it an X? I hope not. That's a stupid thing to call it. A post? Even Mark Zuckerberg had a better name for his threads. Like, that makes sense. I don't even go on there. No one does. That's a better name than X. I mean, it makes sense. I'm going to post a thread. Did you see my thread? It's genius. It's something that Elon Musk would have came up with. It's like a thread. It's literally like a perfect name. But anyway, I'm saying Twitter. I'm sorry. I was on Twitter, saw a tweet from the Panthers unveiling this. Finally looks like a respectable stadium. You know, because the Carolina Panthers Stadium right now looks like an enlarged high school stadium. Like somebody took a high school stadium and double clicked it and made it a little bit bigger. And it's like, just looks, I've been there like 2 times. You know, I've been very close too because I'm a pretty wealthy guy. So I sat pretty close. It felt like I was at a high school game. The Monday, I remember what game it was. It was a Monday night game where Cam played the Dolphins. I think they won too. I can't remember. That was so crazy, like seeing, like it was a Monday night game and I was in the hotel room looking at Monday Night Football was coming on, and we like walked. It's like I walked into the TV because I went downstairs. It was on. They was getting ready for the game, and I walked downstairs. I seen them flying the blimp over it, and going to the lobby and walking to the stadium. That was so dope. Like I walked into the TV. But yeah, it looks like Dallas. It looks like Dallas's stadium. Now it looks like they're only going to do the outside, and maybe make some small change the seats. But I think it's going to be mostly a facelift, give it some screens, which I mean still though. So hopefully they get that done, man, so we can get back to a respectable team where players want to stay, man. Like, we got to keep our good players. It's a crappy place. Nobody wants to be there. You look good, you feel good, you play good. And if nobody feels good about where they're playing, they're going to take the next bid to a better place like DJ Moore did. So hopefully we can get back to the glory days of Cam Newton. Hopefully Bryce Young. His car prices are going down a lot, so I might scoop up some Bryce Young rookies. I think he's going on his 2nd year. So last season, he seemed like he was scared. Like he was on his first. It's like he was on a stage and he wasn't comfortable being on that stage, which is weird because, I mean, he played for Alabama. It doesn't get much bigger than Alabama as far as the stage goes. So him being so uncomfortable, it's kind of strange. But hopefully he's got those first year jitters out and he can get back to his old self. I've seen some pictures, you know, he looks like he's gotten a little bit stronger. No Diddy, you know, gotten a little bit stronger. So yeah, I'm excited. I don't think he's gonna be a Cam Newton. I mean, that was like, and what's crazy is I'm so sick about what's the quarterback for Houston? I forgot his name. I keep wanting to say Caleb Williams. but it's not. It's you know, C.J. Stroud. I remember wanting them to pick Bryce Young over C.J. Stroud, and like every sports watcher, I think that has something to do. I think I'm the reason why they picked Bryce Young, because I wanted them to pick Bryce Young, so I didn't feel good about C.J. Stroud. I think that's like, I feel like that's God telling me, I think there's a lesson in there somewhere. Like, that's what you get for picking on him. Now look at it. So hopefully, I got a couple CJ Stroud rookies to hedge my bets. But yeah, that stadium ain't gonna be built till like 2030, so it ain't nothing to get excited about. They didn't give a date for it, but I can imagine it ain't gonna be something that they just throw up in a year or two. I'm gonna say at least 4 years. Say like 2028, maybe. NBA playoffs, I'm mad about Anthony Edwards not winning that. Him not going to the finals ruined it for me. I'm not even interested anymore. I mean, who is? Who wants to see the Celtics and the Mavericks? Nobody. Two teams nobody cares about. I mean, I know the NBA isn't rigged, but that can't have been who this matchup that they wanted to see. Anthony Edwards would have been. I'm watching every one of them. I hate that he's a Westbrook player. Games be on 1 o'clock in the morning, overtime. I can't do this. Luka, I'm sick of that. That dude gets under my skin. Kind of like Kobe did, because he's like kind of cocky. He's good. He wasn't missing, but just doesn't rub me the right way, man. No did. It's like, he just seems like he hasn't been, seems like he needs to be punched in the face. Good. Beat up. He needs to be beat up. He's never been beat up. It seems like everybody's giving him a pass his whole life, and he just hasn't yelled in the right person's face yet. He needs to be humble. I mean, he's good though, but he's not fun to watch. Like, just shoot. Can he even dunk? I don't care if it's in the dunk. Them long, tall, white socks. Nobody wants to see that. Tall white socks with black shoes. Like, who? Your agent ain't telling you to stop wearing that? You got on all white jersey, all white shorts, all white socks, and black shoes. Like, come on, bro. Sit down somewhere. Just shoot threes. Kind of reminds me of Steph Curry. Like, Steph Curry, he's from North Carolina, so I gave him a pass. But I don't want to see shooting. I want to see Ant, two-hand behind the head dunk, bro. That's like the most beautiful dunk. Man, that's like one of the most beautiful dunks since Jordan, man. I mean, besides LeBron, when LeBron first got in the league and he started doing that sledgehammer from the free throw line, I mean, that's the best dunk. Ant's got the best dunk since LeBron. With it's just a simple double-handed behind the head slam. Oh my God, they got it. Yo, I will say though, the best call in that series, no, not that series, when the Nuggets, what's his name? Is it Jamal? The light-skinned dude with the fro, when he hit that half-court shot and he looked at the table and the announcer was like, he got it. That shit gave me chills, boy. He looked at Reggie and them, man, that's crazy. Then the type of moments that make me wish I was in a professional sport, because I know that feel good, boy. You know that felt good. He got it. That's gonna be one of them shots that they replay for the next 20, 30 years. even though they lost. So maybe not. It's funny because Luka, he's good, but he's gonna need to win like 7 championships to be really remembered. Remember Dirk Nowitzki? Yeah, me neither. He was like the greatest. When I was younger, he was like one of the greatest forwards. And you would think that he was gonna be like, maybe not the next Jordan, but I mean, he's not even on Shaq's level as far as remembrance. And he didn't miss either, but nobody cares. So, I mean, Luka's going to have to win, like, he's going to have to do better than Kobe to be remembered. I mean, even, think about people like Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan was quiet, though, so. But Luka's kind of boring, man. I don't care about that series.